Good morning, dear cadets. So, as you know, today I could not take class on WebEx due to network issue. So, I have decided to make fresh video and upload on my YouTube channel. You can watch it. Okay. So, let us start the chapter number 10, respiration in organism. So, yesterday I have explained you the mechanism of breathing with the help of one activity. Moreover to this, I have explained you one activity which proves that whatever gas we are exhaling, that contains carbon dioxide, and when we exhale that gas to lime water, it turns milky. Okay, so those two activities yesterday only you have completed. Now, just like we are respiring, other organism also respire. Okay, and the name of chapter is respiration in organism. So it would be injustice if we will not study the respiration for other organism also. So human being respiration in detail we have studied. Today I will teach you breathing in other animals. Okay, so animals, just see, I wrote the things here. Animals such as elephants, lions, cows, goat, frogs, lizard, snakes, birds breathe through lungs. What is the meaning of this sentence? Means these kinds of animal, they have got the well-defined respiratory system. Means they have got the lungs, and with the help of lungs they respire or they breathe. It is better to tell breathing instead of respiration as far as other organism is concerned. Why? Because such kind of well-defined respiratory system is not there in other animal as we have got. Okay, that is why breathing is the proper word here. Okay, so these animals, elephants, lions, cows, goats, frogs, lizards, snakes, birds, breathe through lungs. Okay, now next one, that is the most important thing, cockroach and other insects. And everybody I think is aware about the cockroach. Here I will show you one diagram. Okay, this is the cockroach internal structure. Okay, I will explain. Cockroach and other insects have small openings on the sides of their body, which is called spiracles. What is spiracles? Spiracles is nothing but a small opening on side of their body. And what is the this is one small hole. And what is the function of these spiracles? These spiracles only receive the air from the surrounding, rich in oxygen, and exhale or give out air rich in carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is a small opening. Okay, and with the help of it, air rich in oxygen rushes into it and in tracheal system. So just see, when air comes through spiracles, so it reaches to the tracheal system. What is the tracheal system? Tracheal or trachea are the network of air tubes. What are they? What is the tracheal system? Tracheal system is nothing but a system of network of air tubes. Network of air tubes. Okay, and it is found in the cockroach and other insects. Okay, so what is the function of this tracheal system? Trachea are network of air tubes which is used for gas exchange. Okay, it is used for gas exchange. Okay, actually what is there? Through spiracles, air is rushing to the network of air tubes, that is tracheal system. One by one air is passing. So when it passes through different air tubes, some amount of oxygen from the air get absorbed. Okay, and meantime some of the gas which is produced in cockroach or other insects body also come to the network of air tubes and it diffuses to spiracles and comes out. Okay, so this tracheal system is very important in insects. It is doing both things. It is receiving air rich in oxygen and giving out air rich in carbon dioxide. Okay, and what is the process by which they are doing? Diffusion. In diffusion, what is happening? Means diffusion is the process in which the substance from higher concentration to move to lower concentration. So just see, the air which is rushing inside the tracheal system, that is rich in oxygen. So it diffused to the blood vessels of cockroach and other insects. And in the blood vessels already which gas is there? Carbon dioxide. So their concentration is more. So that carbon dioxide will diffuse back to the spiracles and comes out. Okay. So diffusion is the process in which substance migrate from higher concentration to lower concentration. So the gas which is coming inside, that is rich in terms of oxygen, and the gas which is produced inside the cockroach and other insects, that is carbon dioxide, their concentration is more. So in diffusion, what is happening? Particles are moving from higher concentration to lower concentration. So the air which is reaches, the oxygen concentration is more, and the air which is coming out, that is carbon dioxide concentration is more. So one side oxygen is diffusing to their body, and from other side carbon dioxide is diffusing from their body. So just see, oxygen diffuses in their body and carbon dioxide diffuses from their body. So in their body, from their body, that is important. Which is diffusing inside their body? Oxygen. And which is diffused from their body? That is carbon dioxide. So this is the special system cockroach and other insects have got. Once again I am showing this diagram. This is the diagram. This is the tracheal system of cockroach. You can see the small air tubes. Okay. Over this one. Now let us move to other animal, and that is very much available in our premises, especially in the rainy season. Earthworm. Earthworm breathe through their moist skin. Okay. In rainy season, do you know that earthworms, they are called friends of farmers? Okay. Why they are called friends of farmers? Because whatever inside black soil is there, they dig and keep it up on the earth's surface. So the fertility of the soil is increased. That is why they are called friends of farmer. Means black soil, fertile soil, they bring to the surface of earth. Okay, especially in the fields. Okay, they dig and bring that soil on the surface of earth. So the fertility of the soil is increased. That is why they are called friends of farmers. And they always breathe through moist skin. If you see one earthworm, so what you will see, that their skin is slippery. Very thin skin layer is there, and that is slippery, through which they respire. Okay. Now another animal which is available in our premises, especially in the rainy season, that is frogs. Frogs is called amphibians. What is the meaning of amphibians? The meaning of amphibian means which simultaneously can live on earth and water, aquatic. So frogs can live on earth also and in water also. So it is amphibian. Amphi means both. And frogs has got the two system of breathing. Number one, it has got lungs also. Okay. So when it lives on earth, means out of water, so it breathes through lungs. When it is inside the water, it breathes through skin. So frogs have pair of lungs which they use for breathing when they are out of water. In water, this is common. Just in water, they breathe through skin. Okay, they breathe through skin. Okay, so I hope that you understood. Another animal which is there, that is mostly aquatic animal only. Fish cannot live without water. Everybody knows this one. So fish breathe through gills. Okay, gills. What is the gills? Gills is the small hole which is found in the side of the fish body. Okay, and this small hole is covered with the scales. And inside this one gills, what is there? Small, very fine blood vessels are there, and those blood vessels where blood is flowing that receive the oxygen from the surrounding. Not only this one, you might have heard about the whale, you might have heard about the dolphin. So what they are doing? They are jumping out of water. Whenever they are in the water, once you can see in the movie, you can see in the serials. Okay, dolphins, whale, they are very big fish. They jump out of water. Why they are jumping out of water? Do you know? Because inside the water their oxygen requirement does not get completed. So when they jump out of water, what is there? Outside oxygen concentration is more. So they absorb the oxygen, they absorb the air from the surrounding and complete their requirement of oxygen. Okay, so these are the some of the animals which are given in the our syllabus and we have discussed it. Okay, so as far as the gills is concerned, you can see in this diagram, these are the small blood vessels. Okay, and this hole is covered with the scales. What is the scale? That is the one layer of skin. Okay, so in this way this is completely completed. Means there are so many animals, but whatever is given in our syllabus already I have completed. Okay, so now let us move towards the another portion of this chapter, that is the last portion of this chapter. Okay, afterwards this chapter is completely finished. Okay, dear cadets, there is one very important aspect of this chapter. What is that one? Do plants also respire? Generally what we know, that plants are producer of oxygen, that is the life saving gas. Okay, but do you think that they also respire? Okay, and the question arises here, if they are respiring, so what they are taking and what they are giving out? That is the question. So don't get confused. Just like us, plants also respire, and just like us, they also needs oxygen. Means they also take the oxygen and gives out carbon dioxide. Okay, so just like human being, plants also take oxygen from the surrounding and gives out carbon dioxide. Okay, so there is no difference in the respiration of human being and plant, but some difference is also there. Try to understand. We have got only some limited organ which are involved in the respiration and breathing, but in plants what is there? There each part can independently respire. One thing. Second one thing is, just see, they are doing two processes, photosynthesis and respiration. Okay, we are doing, in addition to the respiration, we are doing so many things, but photosynthesis we are not doing. Okay, and for photosynthesis what is required? Photosynthesis can be done by the green plants only. Photosynthesis means essential thing for the photosynthesis is presence of sunlight. Okay, and chlorophyll. That is why what we are telling, that only green plants can prepare food. Green means chlorophyll, pigment is there. Okay, so plants basically do the photosynthesis in daytime, but night time what is there? They do not do the photosynthesis process because sunlight is not there. So they are respiring at night. It doesn't mean that they are not respiring. In daytime also they are respiring, but the rate of photosynthesis is more as compared to rate of respiration. But in night time, rate of respiration would be more as compared to rate of photosynthesis. That is why it is advised not to sleep under tree during night. Why? Because plant that time what they will do? They will do only respiration, and they give out carbon dioxide gas. So if you will sleep under the tree, then what would be there? Carbon dioxide concentration would be more, and you will feel suffocation. Okay? While in daytime, what is there? They will do the photosynthesis as well as respiration. So the rate of photosynthesis is more in the daytime because of the presence of sunlight. Then what would be there? You will get the sufficient oxygen. That is why you will feel cool. Okay? You will feel cool, and you can sit under tree in daytime. But in night time, what is there? Plant will not do the photosynthesis. They will do only respiration. So they will give out only carbon dioxide, and you will feel suffocation. So please remember, that is why it is advised not to sleep under tree in daytime. Okay? As I told you, unlike us, plants, each part can independently take into oxygen, take in oxygen. This is take in oxygen and gives out carbon dioxide. Okay? Each part. Plant has got different parts. Leaves is there, stem is there, root is there, branches are there. Okay? So each part can respire. They have not got only one particular place to do so. Okay? One particular organ. Plants exchange gases through stomata. Okay? Everybody is aware about the stomata. What are this one? They are the small pores which are found on the leaves of the plant. Okay? And through small pores only, means through stomata only, plants can exchange the gases. Plant can exchange the gases. So stomata is very, very important pores. Means plants will give out the oxygen, and they will take in carbon dioxide for the photosynthesis. Okay? Means during photosynthesis, what how they will use the stomata? They will give out oxygen which is produced during the photosynthesis, and they will take the carbon dioxide which is required for photosynthesis. And through stomata only, what they will do? During night time, what is there? They will respire or not? So for respiration, they will take oxygen and gives out carbon dioxide. Okay? Have you got it or not? Yes. So as you wrote here, plant each part can respire independently. So the question arises here, root is always inside the soil. So how roots will get the air? So try to understand, roots are inside the soil, and in soil what is there? Small pores are there. In those pores what is there? Air is there. In soil pores, air is there. And now in the root, if you see, you uproot one plant and see, there are very fine root. They are called root hairs. And through those pores, these root hairs are moving here and there. And they capture the air which is trapped in soil pores. Okay? So the root of the plant take up air from the air space present between the soil particle. Means small holes are there, small pores are there between soil particles, and the root will absorb that air. Okay? So in this way, this chapter is completely completed. Okay? Nothing is left. Okay? Tomorrow I will teach the NCERT exercise of this chapter. Okay? So today whatever things I have taught you, I have summarized in the form of question. Question number 1, name the breathing organ of following animals. Elephant. What is the breathing organ of elephant? Lungs. Insects. What is this one? Spiracles. Okay, I am asking breathing organ. Okay, so insects breathing organ is spiracles. Earthworm, moist skin. Fish, gills. Frogs, 2 breathing organ is there. Skin is also there, and pair of lungs is also there. Next question is question number 2. What is the spiracles and trachea? What is the spiracles and what are spiracles and trachea? Already I told you, please write down their answer. Next question is, how do plants respire? So just first sentence is, this is the only answer. Just like us, they also respire, and in respiration they take in oxygen from the surrounding air and gives out carbon dioxide. That much only required. How do roots gets air? Answer is written here. Roots gets air which is trapped in soil core. Okay, that is there. So in this way your entire chapter is completely completed. Now whatever portion is left, portion in the sense whatever NCERT exercises are left, I will take up tomorrow and will complete within 2 days, and afterwards will move towards the next chapter. Thank you.